Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Today is a special day because I am finally ready to talk about a game I've been following for close to a year now. It's a space sim, you might have heard of it, Star Citizen. Yes, you heard it right, this video is specifically meant to give my subscribers and anyone new to this game a general overview of Star Citizen. I haven't been this excited over a game in a long time, so without further ado, let's get started. Star Citizen is an upcoming space trading and combat simulator for the PC. This game is being created by Chris Roberts, who developed Wing Commander, Privateer, and Freelancer. The game is currently in heavy development and in a pre-alpha stage. There are two primary components within Star Citizen, Squadron 42 and the Persistent Universe. Squadron 42 is the single-player campaign in which you volunteer for the United Empire of Earth Navy. This mode can be played offline or online with varying amounts of co-op support. Squadron 42 will be released episodically and introduce the players to the Star Citizen universe. The Persistent Universe, on the other hand, is the core multiplayer component of Star Citizen. You are not required to complete Squadron 42 to enter the Persistent Universe, however it is recommended as you can earn citizenship, which offers unique benefits in the Persistent Universe. The Persistent Universe is where you will fight other players for glory on the battlefield, become captains of industry, or pave a path of exploration in uncharted space. It's completely up to you. Combat in Star Citizen is similar to the original Wing Commander and Privateer, with the major adaptation of accurate Newtonian physics. While you could read entire books on this topic, the TLDR is flying will be more realistic, and it'll be as realistic as possible while also taking into consideration that this is also a video game. Combat will include ship-to-ship dogfighting, FPS-style boarding actions, and planetary conflicts. As of the most recent official statement by Cloud Imperium Games, you should expect 70% space combat and 30% FPS-style action. Chris Roberts has stated multiple times that this game is focused on player skill rather than spreadsheets in space. With combat comes, guess what? Death. When your character dies a certain unmentioned amount of times, you will be rewarded with permadeath. You'll be looking upon your funeral as a direct relative to your character and continue exactly where you left off, but with a lighter pocketbook and a slightly less reputation with various factions. It is possible to gain back those unmentioned amount of lives by paying enormous fees at certain science centers. Star Citizen will be featuring a dynamic instancing system that is focused on bringing as many people into a single server at once, while also avoiding technical difficulties. These instances exist in many forms, from galaxies and orbits to battle instances and personalized settings. CIG has stated that each instance will host up to 100 players. However, this is a rough estimate on their part, so expect this to change in the future. While I enjoy a good dogfight, I have to say I am most anticipating the trade and industry of Star Citizen. The economy of this universe is diverse and offers a multitude of ways to make an extra credit. Starting with small cargo runs, players can grow their wealth, acquire larger ships, build their reputations with the biggest corporations, and establish their own trade lanes that span the galaxy. The top tier of players will be able to control production nodes and begin building an industrial empire. The industry itself will be run by a majority by non-playable characters. However, these NPCs will interact directly with players, offering them missions which can and will impact the universal markets. By managing your supply chain and workers, you can increase productivity. Hey, one day you may even own your own factory. Now, before you can do any of what I've talked about, you're going to need a ship. Star Citizen features a robust selection of ships ranging from simple explorers like the RSI Aurora to the Corvette-class Idris, which is sure to ruin the day of any pirate. Ships can be piloted by a single player or offer a complement of multiple crew slots that either players or NPCs can operate. For example, I'm a proud owner of the Constellation. She's a merchant clipper which can be outfitted for heavy combat and offer a crew complement of 4, which includes 2 heavy manned turrets. As of now, you can purchase pre-launch ships which directly support the development of Star Citizen. Likewise, if you purchase specific single ship packages, you will not only get the full retail game, but also alpha and beta access. After all that said though, you are not obligated in any way to purchase a ship, as every single ship offered on the RSI website can be earned in-game via credits. Finally, I want to talk about computer specs. Star Citizen will be running off a modified version of CryEngine 3, which is also used in the well-known series Crysis. That being said, this game is only going to be a performance hog. The latest statement by CIG stated that the GTX 770 is only good enough for medium settings. As of now, Chris Roberts is aiming Star Citizen to run on future technology. That means don't spend a single dime on new computer parts until closer to launch. I will have a future video covering optimal computer builds for low, medium, and high budgets. So for more detail, information, check back later. You know what, that about wraps it up. But before I leave you, I want to discuss my future plans for Star Citizen and my channel. Leading up to the launch of Star Citizen, I will be covering many aspects of the game, but my primary focus will be on the economy. I'll have more details about this later, but let's just say I'm ready to become a captain of industry while helping my fan base do the same. See you in the verse.